South Carolina, Ordinance of Succession. We're in Greenville, dedicated in reverence and admiration for their courage and integrity. To the 5 signers of the Ordinance of the Succession from Greenville County, December 20th, 1860. William Hans Campbell, 1823 to 1901. William King Easley, 1825 to 1871. James Clement Furman, 1809 to 1891. James Perry Harrison, 1813 to 1871. And 1961. Let me make sure. Yep, that's the same. Confederate Armory, 1861, 1864. Erected on land donated to the state by Vardrey McBee for the manufacture of arms for the South Carolina troops and the Confederate service. George W. Morse, superintendent of the works, invented and manufactured a breech-loading carbine pronounced by General Wade Hampton the best that he had seen, erected by the Greenville Chapter, United Daughters of the Confederacy, December 1937. And we see that the birds don't really like this, like the thing, but so there's still people in this area that have their own cannons. I think just because they can, not per se that they think, oh well, gotta bring up something old-fashioned. Don't know who that is. We'll see here what it says. None shall your glory be forgot, while fame her record keeps, our honor points to the hallowed spot where valor proudly sleeps. Nor wreck, nor chance, nor winter's blight, nor time's remorseless doom can dim one ray of holy light that gilds your glorious tomb. Now, as one may know, I'm going to probably do a video of that videos of that graveyard at some point. Maybe live stream it once you all give me enough subscribers. But I don't consider graves to be a sacred, a holy site. Of course, holy in the sense of, okay, dead people, so they're not physical anymore. So the holy part lives on, and definitely the desire and the successes of people, regardless of the overall judgment, there's something to look for that. Come from the 4 winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live, resting at last in the glorious land where the white flag of peace is never furled. Now, in the symbology that I look at, a white flag is not the flag of surrender. A white flag is the flag of ruling. All lost, but by the graves where martyr heroes rest, he wins the most who honor saves. Success is not the test. Of course, honor is not entirely what other people have decided for you. Success is not the test. The world shall yet decide, in truth's clear, far-off light, that the soldiers who wore the gray and died with Lee were in the right. And as we know, okay, that's harder to see. As we know, gray is a symbol of not knowing right and wrong in some context. It's erected in honor of the Confederate dead of the county and city of Greenville by the Ladies Memorial Association, September 1892. And yeah, it's kind of interesting having a memorial for the people who lost a battle, but actual success in a battle is not completely material, and very seldom do people really fight in God's way, maybe in God's name. But Kershaw Brigade, erected by the city of Greenville, South Carolina, in commemoration of the Project Southland Monument, erected on the Gettysburg battlefield of honoring the Kershaw Brigade of South Carolina. A Greenville pharmacist, Albert M. Goldstein, director of Project Southland, in cooperation with the Gettysburg Battlefield Preservation Association, was given the honor and privilege to supervise the erection and unveiling of the PS Monument by the U.S. Department of Interior, the Park Service. Awards to the Project Southland Director, November 21st, 1970. Mayor of Greenville plaque, Mayor of Abbeville plaque, April 28th, 1971. So this was after the Civil Rights Act, and you see that most of the Confederate monuments, I think, are after that, if you actually are real about it, which implies it maybe not representing the good that people often refer to, or claim to refer to anyways. Gettysburg Monument, erected July 23rd, 1970, unveiled November 21st, 1970. Greenville Monument, erected January 1975, unveiled July 2nd, 1973. Now, I plan to establish something much more important than any of these, but I mean, as soon as there's a platform to do rituals on, even without a building, I'll probably list the date and post a video of me opening that. A tribute to the memory of General Robert E. Lee. His monument is in the adoration of the South. His shrine is in every Southern heart. Now, not so much of a church fellow myself. It's more about ecclesia for me. Erected 1935 by the Greenville chapter and Fort Sumter chapter of the United Daughters of the Confederacy of the Greenville, South Carolinas, to mark the route of the Dixie Highway. Love makes memory eternal. And certainly we got to put our passion behind whatever we're doing. But again, let's be right spiritually and mental with this thing. I'll just add this because I'm going to do a separate video for this. In memory of the 81st Wildcat Division, which trained at Camp Sevier, April to July 1918, Major General Chas J. Bailey. I don't know what CHAS stands for. Erected October 13, 1956. Okay, so at least there's a more honorable memorial in the middle of this. Camp Sevier, World War I General Guard Training Center, was located on 1,900 acres off Lee Road, 3.5 miles east of downtown Greenville. The 13th Division, 30,000 strong, was formed and trained here in 1917 to 1918. It was composed of the National Guard from the states of North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee. It became known as the Old Hickory Division and fought in Belgium and France. 12 medals of honor were awarded to members of the 13th, 6 of which were to South Carolinians. The 118th Infantry Regiment had more Medal of Honor recipients than any other regiment during World War I. More than half of all British awards to the Americans went to members of the 13th. The division accomplished every task assigned to it. Not a single failure is recorded against it. Not a scandal occurred to mar the glory of its achievements. Duty to God, to country, and to home. Well done is the highest standard of humanity attainable. The officers and men of the 13th Division did their duty superbly. Their deeds and their example, which they set, are imperishable. North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee may well be proud of their sons, both the living and the dead. Major General E.M. Lewis, Commander 30th Division. Of course, as one may know, I'm kind of stepping aside from the whole pride thing, but after all, that's people's choice to be prideful, isn't it? And I don't know, since I'm talking about alethos anasti, truly he is risen. Definitely discipline, order, some sense of principle are things to be considering here. The eternal flames brought and spread. Well, you know, the Confederacy dead and snuffed out, but spiritually we can be brought up in a place where things have turned gray, can't we? Or were gray. We have Thie tis agapa, kiss with regard, something to kiss the hand. Christos anesti, anointed risen. Alen thenos, kurios, true is the master, and we shall see at some point who is the real master of all those dead and all those who will end up dead here. The white candles of some Friday from now. The Catholic and the Easter Orthodox are going to have that a little separate. You know, you can tell by the trees that people in these parts are, I guess, technically Druid. It was very few trees, I guess you can't say that, but some of the trees that grow. But I'm going to have to leave that there.